Hey guys, it's been a few weeks, I know, but I'm back and I have some interesting news to share with you. I would say life changing. If anyone knows me, they know that I've struggled for years from issues with my menstrual, just to put it out there. I got my menstrual at a relatively young age. I got it the day after my 10th birthday. I remember this vividly. I had a heavy flow, excessive cramps, to the point that I was sick with pain. I also got very sick at the onset of it, to the point where I am throwing up and throwing up bile because the pain was unbearable. The nausea was unbearable, so I wasn't eating anything. Therefore, somehow my body triggered myself to start throwing up, and it was just bile. It got pretty bad as I got into high school, to the point that I was missing school for my menstrual. And I find it funny how people think that your menstrual is so minor, but it takes a toll on your body, and I could not partake in my normal day-to-day activity. I did seek out medical attention through doctors. They did prescribe a painkiller. They just did not want to take it. I noticed, I think it was over a month or so that I was on a fast, that I was a vegan basically, that my menstrual was noticeably different. There was no pain. There was no issues. I was not throwing up. I did not feel nauseous. I did not feel sick at all. The only thing that still remained was my flow. Like that, I can manage that. Out of everything else, I just wanted the pain to go away. But it was doable. I did not stick with veganism. I ended up being overall a pescatarian. I did change to a vegetarian, but I wanted some sort of meat. So seafood. I'm not super picky, but changing my diet has considerably changed the impact on my menstrual, on the toll it takes on my body. And I'm way happier. Getting my menstrual so early and the heavy flow, I was prone to a lot of mishaps and accidents and leaking. I was known for double padding.
Padding. You have two pads, one in the main lobe area to catch all blood, and then you have one piggybacking on the back to go right up under it and right along that butt crack, because Lord knows that stuff travels and it will mess up your clothes, your bed sheets, embarrass you, your car seat. It's just bad. So, double pad, double pad, double pad. If you're not going to use a menstrual cup, I double pad it everywhere. I was not a person to use a tampon. I used a tampon one time and I was traumatized. That's the story for another day.
And it wasn't the regular pads, it was the thick ones. The thick, always maxi overnight pads. The extra long, extra thick with the wings. Yep, that was ever. About a month or two ago, I came across a post for a June cup. Well, the company's June, and they sell menstrual cups. I've been wanting to try a menstrual cup for months. However, I did not like the price point. It was expensive for something that I wasn't sure if I was going to commit to. But what was enticing for the June cup was the price. So I came across a post, and they said due to COVID-19 that they were having a sale, and the menstrual cups were only $6. Now that is cheap, because the Diva cups, Salt cups, all those other cups that you can purchase either online or in the store are at least ranging from like what, $25, not even $25, I would say more like $30 to $35 for one cup. June cup is not sold in stores, it is solely online right now, and You are able to pick your size, small or large. Small is generally for younger ages and for those that have not had kids, and large is for those that are of an older age or have on the website. And sometimes with some of the Instagram posts and advertisements, you're a little bit skeptical, so I did my due diligence to write about it. There wasn't much on YouTube about the June cup. Someone did previously post it, but it was like a few videos, like a handful, literally a handful of videos. To me, once you make one cup, everyone can make the same cup. It's nothing too different. I checked out the materials. They seem to be made of the same things. There's multiple vendors. However, it was literally, they just managed to make this more sustainable and an affordable price for people to want to buy it. So I bought one. Actually opted to buy the large because if I'm going to buy something online, I wanted to get the larger size just in case that the smaller size didn't work out, because I'd rather have something that's too large than too small. And hear me out, I understand it's something that you are inserting into your body. However, because the silicone base and it's supposed to conform to your body, I just gave it a shot. I said, what the heck, it should still work.
Disclaimer, it was $6, however, you did have to pay $3.99 for shipping. Shipping and postal has been a little bit slow with COVID, so it did take about at least a week to get here. But honestly, I couldn't complain because it came literally in time for me to try on my next menstrual. Regardless, the price point, even with the shipping, was a fraction of the cost of the top dollar ones. Even checking out on Amazon, Target, searching for coupons, which there were literally none. So it worked out. Why not? $10? I'm trying. Okay? Because honestly, a pack of pads, give or take the tax, came around to the same. And that's one cup that I am able to insert and use for 12 hours and then remove, clean, and reinsert. And this will be used for possibly years.
Part of hygiene, I might say I might buy one on a yearly basis, because over time I think it's just something that you should do. But this is perfectly sanitizable. And for me, I never needed to remove or insert this while I was either at work or out. I always was able to insert or remove and reinsert when I took my showers. And again, I did use the large and I had no leakage whatsoever, and I know that is a concern. I did not have to wear any panty liners and did not wear any backup pads. I never had any issues. My only thing with it is that I've done a better job with a small, because inserting this and then making sure it's seated, it was kind of large for me, but I appreciated the size of it because it didn't move and it did not allow any seepage. I did purchase another one because I had the opportunity where I was suggesting for another family member to get one because I had such great experience with it, using it. And I know they had suffered from the same types of issues that I had with my menstrual, and I think they could have benefited from it. So purchased her one, and I purchased myself a small that time. So this is round 2 for me, and I have tried the small. This small fits me, my body shape and cervix and all of it down there perfectly. And it was easier for me to insert and then remove it because of the size of it. But I've noticed that I didn't even realize anymore that I still have such a heavy flow, that for me, I think I should stick with a large because of how much, and it did not seep. Whereas with the small, I did get on the first 2 days, which were the heavier days of my flow, 1 to 2 drops. That's it. Just 1 to 2 drops. And literally all I did was just stick like panty liner or right there just to catch it, just in case. However, it did not leak any further. I just happened to catch that it did leak like 1 to 2 drops either time. I did not want to change anything else. I was trying to give both sizes a chance and then be able to give you enough information about what size works. I think the small is overall better for me regardless, because of how easy it is for me to insert and remove. But I do have the benefit of having both now, because one, they're so cheap that I can have two and it still be a fraction of the cost of which I will use the large for maybe the first 2 days and then stick it out with the rest with the small one. Did watch a few videos before starting or trying to insert it to know how to insert it, and they did talk about 2 different folds.
The first fold, which is best for beginners and the one that I personally use, is you bend it partially, so it's like you're digging it in, and you have a fold like that. See the difference? That's it. And you insert it into your body. Now, it may not just pop open like that. Use it and you'll feel it, and then rotate the cup inside your body until it pops open. Okay? And you can use your finger. You will get very acclimated with your body with this. You use your finger to rub against the base of the body to make sure that it has popped open, and you can tug on the little tag at the bottom to make sure that has created a good seal. How you can ensure that you've created a good seal is that if you tug it enough that it does not move, you've created a good seal. How do you ensure or break your seal? Hinge at the bottom, and that will break your seal. See how it changes the formation of the opening when you're breaking the seal versus when it's fully engaged. You have a perfect seal. Okay? Here's the other fold, which I've never used, ever. But just showing you for demonstration purposes. Now, you use your finger and you push it all the way down into a fold, like that, see? Now you insert it into your body and you do the same steps as
other things with the cup. I did boil it in hot water ahead of time before using it, just to make sure all the nasties are off. And once you're finished, you can sanitize this in between if you want to. Just clean it really good with soap and water, mild soap and water, and then dump it in hot water, boil it again. The end of it, you should do the same thing, dump it in hot water and boil it again and store it in this pouch. It does come in a nice blue pouch. Yeah. Go get you guys a June cup. It will change your life. I must say, I have noticed, and I have heard this. Now, I don't know what's the proof against it, but I have noticed that using a cup, you do not experience as much painful menstrual cramps as you would when you're using pads or, I guess, a tampon. I can't speak to tampon. I had no issues, and I was extremely comfortable to the point that I could forget that I had my period. It allows you to be more in tune with your body and observant about what's going on, because you are able to see exactly what is coming out, and you are able to track what is coming out. Because I must say, if you are conscious about your health and you are able to see exactly what is coming out of you, you can almost measure how much is coming out of you to know if something's off or not. And I think that was pretty cool, as disgusting as it may seem, but it was actually really fascinating to see how it collected. It just allows you to be a tad bit more in tune with your body, and I really never took the time to do that, so I thought that was cool. The other thing I did see recently, they actually made another cup, which is slightly smaller, probably for our teenage and preteen ladies. And I think that is super cool, because honestly, I was considering to talk to my nieces about these, because I know how many experiences I've had, and I think the earlier you get in tune and in sync with your body and you start to pay attention about things, I think the better. Get in sync with your body. Try it.